Sisters and brothers, Jesus is the vine, we are the branches. It's that simple. It's a simile, it's an example, it's one of the ways in which we, in our imaginations, understand that the goodness of Jesus flows into our world through our behavior, through our relationships, through our love. The love of Jesus in us is the Lord's trust that what he provides to us, we will provide to others. And we do it. We do it with our children. We do it with our elders. We do it with the sick among us. We do it even with the wayward. We focus toward a reliance and a friendship that says, I'm going to do the best I can to bring the best out of you. Like a teacher to a student, like a mother to a daughter. I believe in you. We can do this. It's going to be okay. Well, your good pastor has invited me to be with you this weekend to say, and we can do that around the world in a one-to-one relationship, knowing whom you help and knowing how your help benefits them, and know that you're reaching a goal together and you stop. Because we do the same thing in the missions as we do with our own young people. We give them the best we can. Then we say, no, you have your skill, you have your talent, you have your license. Go befriend others. Bring the best out of them with an honest friendship. Our ministry, called Unbound, has 3 parts. First is prayer. We pray for one another every single day. And so I ask you, in addition to all the other prayers you have in your heart, all the other intentions you bring to Mass on Saturday night, another intention, the same intention as Maria, this young 21-year-old lady, young girl, young woman, who is asking the Lord to give you a deeper faith, a stronger hope, a more active love. All of those pictures that you might have seen on the tables as you come in are people praying for those who hear this message. They do not know you yet, but they are praying for you. And so I ask you, at least in this Mass, to open your heart to the grace of God and to say, give good things to these people. Bring out the best in them, because that really is what bonds us in the Lord Jesus. Honest, faithful, heartfelt prayer. Second part of what we do is what you see in my hand, what you'll see more clearly as you go out of the church, and I'm hoping that you just notice them on the way in, but that you will stop at the tables on the way out, and to be able to say, the expression of Jesus' love for me, I will make available to Maria, to Jose, to the little girl in Madagascar, to the one who is working hard to get through education, to an elder woman who has trouble getting with arthritis, to be able to say, I can bring the best out of them. I can, by my relationship, give them hope. I have Maria in my hand. She's 21, I mentioned. All of the others I have are either under 12 or over 65. But Maria is the one who has the greatest need because she lost her sponsor. We ask people to begin their relationship tonight, but if for any reason, at any time, you need to pull back temporarily or permanently, you let us know, we take it into consideration. And so that's what happened with Maria. And her mother is a manicurist on the streets, not in any salon. But Maria wants to get her license, she's very close to it, and opened a little shop for her and her mother because her father has abandoned the family. So they're working hard, and your help would be a major opportunity for her since she has lost her sponsor. But brothers and sisters, this is who we are. This is how I know these things, so that the expression and experience of who we are and what we do is clear. It's not just somebody somewhere. I know who it is. You're going to get 2 letters from her every year, even if you do not write, and if you have no obligation to write. But if you want to write, you will get a response. She's from Colombia. It'll be in Latin, or actually Spanish. You'll get a translation as well. And if you decide to write back, your letter will be translated for her. That's how focused an individual we are. We even invite you to visit her. We have our own travel agency in Kansas City. So if you want to visit, let us know. We will make sure that that's a possibility because we are so focused to one. We want you to know who you're helping, how your help benefits them, and know their goal. First part of what we do is prayer. Second, the actual one-to-one individual relationship. Third, you will not be surprised, since we're talking about helping a family in poverty move towards security, financial. $40 a month until Maria gets her license, until she reaches her goal, or until the Lord calls you to another ministry. I repeat, we do not do this under guilt and obligation. So if you begin and need to pull back, not a problem. But as soon as I say the word money, $40 a month, I need to tell you very quickly three important things. One is that more than 94 cents of every dollar you give to Maria goes to her. I know inside it's going to say less, but I know it's 94 because I've been there and I know. Also, of course, we are a charitable organization, so every dollar you give to Maria or your new friend is tax deductible. Third, $40 a month. People say to me, Father, where did that ever come from? Well, when we began our ministry some 45 years ago, we suggested $5 a month. Then 10, then 20. You know this better than I. It's what inflation is. It's bad in our country. It's much worse in the missions. It's because of that, some people say to me, Father, the Lord has been gracious to me. I have the ability to be generous to the poor, especially, and I'll say it again, when I know whom I'm helping, with letters and photos, when I know how my help is actually benefiting them, and know we're reaching a goal together. 40, I can do 45 or 50. If that is the case, when you fill out the form inside, you simply indicate what's right for you. I will be able to keep saying 40 as long as I possibly can. Now, personally, when I first heard this, I thought this makes sense. What I keep repeating to you entered my heart. I know whom I'm helping, how my help benefits them, and know we're reaching a goal together, and I'll stop. So I picked up a folder. Some people say, she was born on our wedding anniversary. This is my daughter's birthday. I thought the Lord will choose. I didn't look at the picture. I didn't look at the country. I didn't look at the age. I didn't look at the birthday. I sort of closed my eyes and picked up the first folder I could see. It happened to be an older lady. We are the only agency in the church that forms an alliance of friendship with individual elders as well, to give them a life of dignity and security. Her name is Angelina. She's now 88 years old. She's nearing death. The Lord is going to take her home soon. But when I began my relationship with my grandmother and her family, she was 80. That was 8 years ago. I decided to write. I got a letter back. I found out that she has arthritis. Can't bend her fingers very well. But she told me that because of that small donation that I make each month, she can go to the clinic, get arthritis medicine for no cost to her, flex her fingers better than ever, and now as an elderly woman, she gleans coffee around the edges of the plantation because, of course, as a poor woman, she owns no land. Because she can glean some coffee beans and sell them now through us, through the Catholic mission, she can send her granddaughter to school. Rosalita, the little girl of 8, had to go with Grandma and sit in the shade every day while Grandma picked coffee because Mom works in a factory. Dad drives a truck. And this is hard to believe, but Mom and Dad, working together, make less than $100 a month. They work for 25 cents an hour. It's not their fault. Their government is corrupt. Their economy has collapsed. They're still doing the best they can. But Rosalita was going to be a shepherdess or a field worker. She was never going to learn to read and write. But now she's in school every day. And her school fees then and now are 18 cents a day, not $18. St. Michael's has a school. You know that. Imagine if we couldn't send one of our young people to school, if we couldn't send 18 cents with them that day. And that's the case with Rosalita. But now she's going to school every day. She's now 16. We started 8 years ago. She's now 16. She wants to be a nurse. She's going to be a nurse. I'm going to stay with her. This is who we are. This is what we do. This is what expression and experience of holding on to, believing. We are here because we believe. Jesus is the vine. We are the branches. His love comes to others through us, through our behavior, through our commitment, through our honesty, more than ever through our friendship. It's that spirit that Father Jim has invited me to offer you once again this invitation to be able to say, here, we can do this in a way that gives somebody the ability to have the ability to be a manicurist, to have a license to open a small shop, to survive with her mom because her sister is there, her dad is gone. Join us. Join us now. Join us as you listen to me. You are being prayed for. Ask the Lord to give Maria, all the others I have with me, as well as the people with you today, a deeper faith, a stronger hope, a more active love. Then after communion, I'm going to take just a minute to say, how do we practically do this? But now, brothers and sisters, we are here because the Lord called us. We might have made a decision to come, but it's the Lord's grace that brings us. We're about to express our faith in the creed, express our faith by going to Holy Communion, letting Jesus do his work in us. Join us.